Hello, I'm David Harry and welcome to my channel. Now for this video I had intended on doing a very deep dive comparison between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the Panasonic Lumix S5 Mark II. However, during my preliminary testings, I actually ran into a lot of problems, dare I say a lot of showstopper issues as well. So the first comparison that was on my list to test both of these devices with was to see which one of them was going to be the best at making phone calls. However, no matter what I'd done, I just could not get the Panasonic to make any phone calls. And then the next thing on my comparison list is something that my regular viewers would know is something that is really close to my heart, and that is gaming. So what I tried to do was to load Warzone Mobile onto the Panasonic. Again, it just wouldn't do it. And then I thought I would try something else that I've seen other YouTubers do in their comparison tests when they use something like the iPhone 16 Pro Max. And that is to see how good it is when using web pages for browsing. Basically, you know, that test where you can see how many tabs you can have open at the same time and how quickly you can get between the tabs. Again, the Panasonic just wouldn't do that either. And then of course, when you are out and about and on the move, it is really important that you can pick up a really good cell signal, preferably 5G. Now, the Panasonic wouldn't even pick up 3G or 4G, let alone 5G. And then of course, when you are out and about and maybe working, during your breaks, you might just want to relax and watch a little bit of YouTube or possibly one of the other streaming services. Well, as we've already identified, due to the issues that I had with the Panasonic, with it not being able to pick up any type of cellular signal, there was no way I could watch any streaming services on it either. Anyway, so as we can clearly see, I was extremely limited in what I could do with my testing. Alright, YouTube, it's me, David Harry, your favourite YouTuber and vlogger. Right, for anybody who's gotten this far into the video and you're going, right, I'm going to give this prick a thumbs down, he's just wasted all my time. Consider this, I did not say in the title of this video anything to do with video comparison or photo comparison, absolutely zero. Much in the same way, I never said in the title which one of these was best for a blowjob either. So somebody out there might have been thinking, I wonder which is going to be best, the iPhone or the Panasonic at giving me a blowjob. I'm going to watch this video. Well, if that person come and watch this video, they also got sorely disappointed. But once again, in my defense, I never mentioned blowjob in the title either. Anyway, for my YouTube buddies out there, I hope you like the introduction to this video. Now, the thing is, I will definitely be doing some kind of like videography comparison between these two devices, and also a photography, is not the right word, photography. You can tell I don't do that one much. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing videography, photography comparisons at some point. However, they're likely to go onto my main channel because I need the fucking money. However, just for now, I just want to get a couple of things off my chest here to do with, like, you know, comparisons between any iPhone or any phone and any like proper serious camera, okay? And it's something that really pisses me off, so let me just do a few minutes of this, please, and let me get it off my chest. It is my therapy. Now, I understand for shits and giggles, these things are an absolute blast, aren't they? Comparing something which primary function is not a fucking camera to something which should beat the shit out of it because it is a camera, do you know what I mean? And whether that's for like video or photos, it doesn't matter. You definitely should be expecting this Panasonic to knock 10 kinds of shit out of this phone, because it is not only a more expensive device, it is actually something designed for a specific use, do you know what I mean? This thing here is probably not brilliant at anything that it does because it does too many fucking things. And that right there is the issue that I have with a ton of these videos on YouTube. Now, don't get me wrong, if the videos were clearly done for shits and giggles, or basically, you know, just out of curiosity or something, it's like, well, let's just see how close a phone could get to a proper camera, I wouldn't mind that. But the problem is, you get all these fuckers who go pixel peeping and being being mega serious about how fucking, like, you know, what's the iPhone gonna do against the Panasonic or a Sony or a fucking Canon or something. And the thing is, what is the point? Now, when I say what is the point, consider this. I've already mentioned this here is a lot more expensive than this thing here. This thing here is absolutely from the ground up designed to do one of two things: take pictures or take video. Do you know what I mean? Now, as I've already said, if this cannot knock 10 kinds of shit out of a phone, then I'm sorry, but the photography and the videography world will be absolutely in deep shit. So the next time you see one of these videos where it says, what is best, an iPhone or whatever, proper camera, I mean, seriously, why are you even watching it in the first place? Do you know what I mean? The answer to that one should be extremely fucking clear. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not saying that you cannot take a good picture or make a good video on an iPhone. You most certainly can. However, consider this: the vast majority of people, as their starting point for taking a picture on an iPhone or any phone, are holding it like that for a fucking start, right? Which is absolutely an abomination as far as I'm concerned. And those very same people, they haven't got a fucking clue what the word exposure means or focus. Do you know what I mean? So right there, that is going to kind of put you right in the position of where these phones are designed to be as far as like taking pictures and videos are concerned. However, any fucker going out and buying one of these, I would hope would have a bit of an idea about exposure and focus, and, like, you know, the reason why you have to set these things up properly in order to get the best out of your device. So yeah, when people bleat on about which one is best, you know, which metric of best are we using here? Are we saying which one is best as in it is actually physically designed to do the job properly, in which case obviously the Panasonic is just going to shit all over the iPhone? Or are we saying which is best because if we go by the metric of, well, the best camera you have is the one in your pocket, well, I'm sorry, that's not going in my fucking pocket on a Saturday night if I go into town for a bevy with me mates. But this one is. So if I'm in town and I've had like 5 lags and I'm feeling all fruity about taking pictures of me buddies doing stupid shit, it's going to be this one that I would actually use to do that with. And you know, another thing that really fucking grinds my gears as well is you see these setups, right? And like I seen one recently where someone was comparing the iPhone to a Red, okay? Now the thing is, the guy in the video was going on about his mate who had the Red camera was a great whatever and all the rest of it. However, I looked at that footage and I'm going, your friend who operates the Red wasn't a very good camera operator for a start, and he most certainly wasn't a very good DP either. So when you see some of these tests, right, it can appear that the iPhone is actually beating a way expensive, more professional camera, when in fact you really do have to consider things such as, is the person using the thing actually any good at it? Now, to be clear, the point that I'm making there is this: if you give either of these two things to a total and utter prick, you're going to get shit videos and shit photos. However, if you give either of these two things to somebody who knows how to take a video and how to take a photo properly, both of them will look good. However, on further analysis of any examples you could take using these two devices, as long as those examples have been done absolutely properly, I'm going to suggest that you will still have more advantages with whatever is taken by a proper camera. And once again, I am not shitting all over the iPhone. I'm trying to be fair here. I've already kind of give you a few examples of, like, you know, which one would be better for what certain scenarios and which one wouldn't. Anyways, I think I have made my point very clear in this video. But just to summarize it, you know, comparing things like these, if you're doing it for shits and giggles and stuff, then, you know, yeah, I can see the value to that, do you know what I mean? But don't be taking it fucking seriously, do you know what I mean? It'd be just exactly the same as comparing a banana to a bus, do you know what I mean? There might be some fun in doing it, but they're not really two things that you should be comparing with one another. Actually, maybe I should have said comparing an orange to an apple. And as far as anybody out there is concerned who thinks that going pixel peeping and doing any kind of like deep, laborious investigative work as to the results between an iPhone compared to a proper camera is concerned, All I've got to say to you people is you've so fucking missed the point on what a phone is all about. Anyways, to my YouTube buddies out there, hopefully this video has brought a little smile to your face, and hopefully I've managed to get a little laugh out of you, because the thing is, you know, life is far too serious and you've got to take funny stuff wherever you can. It is actually proven that it is good for your health to have a laugh. So hopefully I've helped your health. Oh, that would be good, wouldn't it? And to you people out there who are sitting there, and probably you're not even watching the video anymore, but if you are and you're sitting there going, who the fuck does this prick think he is? I don't fucking care. Anywho, I'm David Harry. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care and goodbye now.